Hello everybody, FunShotX here, and as you can tell, this is not Future's Edge. It just so happens when I make YouTube videos that as I gather or go further and further into the tech world, episodes take longer and longer to create because I'm collecting a lot more materials and doing other things. So I need something to, create content. And Grim, who's also on Landstrider's server, contacted me and said a couple of the guys are doing TerraFirmaCraft. And would I like join? Like, sure, I haven't done TFC in a very, very long time. Probably 2 years or so, maybe more. So I'm on his server. And I've already been playing a little bit. As you can see, I have some basic tools. Not too much. I really haven't done much. I found this house. It was just an abandoned house. It has a well that goes down to who knows where. A nice little lake. Good view of the mountains. Nice little forest there. So I thought I'm going to go ahead and settle here. I'm about, 630 meters from the spawn point, where they've got a nice little stronghold for us. It's just basically a big house, and it's got like a few tools and things that we can use, community builds, that kind of thing. So if you've never done TFC, this mod, more than any other mod that I know of, changes the game into a completely new game. Everything about it is different, other than, it's blocks. And there's trees. Yeah, it's just like every little aspect is changed, and it makes it more realistic, a little more grindy. I don't know. You could say a little less fun. I don't know. It's still fun. It's just you got to think about it, and it told it a completely different way. You're not going to be, creating this huge, gigantic build right off. Every little thing you do is an accomplishment. You're like, I built a tiny little house. Yay, that's a huge accomplishment. I melted a copper ingot. That's a huge accomplishment. So, you have to look at it from a different perspective. And if you can do that, then it's a lot of fun. So, if you've never played TFC, this is actually a really good pack for that, because Grim has created a quest book that has a lot of things to walk you through what to do. So I've already gone through it, but I'll go ahead and take you guys through as well, just for anyone that's new to this mod. And if you go on Curse Launcher, you can actually find his pack. It's called TerraFirma in Motion, TFiM, by Grimgore. You can check out his videos in the description below, along with everybody else on the server, like Esk and Landstrider and some other people. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is do sticks and stones. You're going to need to collect some rocks and some sticks. Now, if you just look around, you're going to see there's tons of rocks in the ground. If you just right-click them, or left click them, either way they're just going to pop off the ground and you can pick them up. Pretty easy. Just collect a bunch. You want to have almost always a stack. And you can see there's multiple different types. I got some, or no, these are all marble. In different biomes you'll find different types of rock. So yeah, you get about a bunch of stones. And then where are you going to find sticks? Well, if you look under trees, sometimes they have just fallen off. You can do the same thing as the rocks and just click on them and they'll... Now let's go into the forest here and we can show that. They'll just be under the trees, lying on the grass. Maybe. Prove me a liar. Come on, forest. There's one. So yeah, right click, got a stick. Right click, got a stick. Do that. If you can't find them on the ground, or you need a lot of sticks, what you can do is you can just punch leaves. That should drop both saplings and sticks. You can see I got one there. It's not a perfect drop rate, but you get quite a few sticks this way if you chop down a whole tree. If you chop down the actual tree itself, you will not get any sticks this way as far as I know. So you want to actually punch the leaves before you chop the tree down. Alright, now this pack, I'm not sure if it's part of TFC or it's part of this pack. There's this thing called Hardcore Darkness or something like that. And when it gets dark, it gets really dark. So as the sun's setting, we need to get home quick, or we'll be in trouble because you won't be able to see past your face. One thing good about that is this pack has dynamic lighting, which means if you hold a torch in your hand, it lights up the world around you. You're going to need a pretty powerful computer for that to work really well. So especially while I'm recording, I'm not going to have that enabled, or not going to use it as much. Yeah. You can see all the stuff we've been doing here. Esk was on. Guy named Payne was on. Landstrider just joined. Oh, I forgot Landstrider's on the server now. I can't sleep. All right, well, you can see how dark it is, guys, out there. There's really no visibility at all. So I've just locked myself inside my house. Torches will get later, so you're not going to have a torch to begin with. You might just have to, you know, find a hidey hole and just kind of AFK until it's daytime again. But the next thing I'm going to do with these rocks is a thing called napping. So if we just follow the quest book, it makes it really easy. The first thing I'm going to do is turn this in. We get 16 rocks and some sticks. Awesome. And the next thing you want is the stone tools. You have to make the heads first, and then you combine them with a stick to make the actual tool. So get some rock in your hand, right click, and if you just type in like head, you can see most of the heads. It wanted us to make an axe head, so we find like well, it really doesn't matter. No, yeah, I do need a stone head. There it is, down here, stone axe head. You can see the shape that you want to make. Now, it says you take any rock and you make this shape and you'll get an axe head. So, click here. Axe head, you take off the two corners and then you make an L shape and an L shape. Tetroids. And you get the stone axe head. You're going to be making these a lot because these tools die really quick when they're stone variants. It also wanted a shovel. Right there. And that one's pretty easy. It's like a 3x4 with a little divot on the bottom. So take off that one and then take off all these. There's that one. And the other one wanted was the knife head, which is, I think, no, it's the hoe. Where's the knife? Alright, well, just type it. Easier. There it is. So this one you can see you take off the left corner and then a kind of a big L shape, and you get 2 for this one. There we go. Okay, so that should complete this quest for you. I've already done it, but I haven't claimed it. And give a potato. Now, food in TerraFirmaCraft is pretty interesting. It has an amount and a decay rate. So if you look at my potato, it says it has 160 ounces. Well, when I eat, as you can see, watch me eat here, I don't eat the whole potato. I eat part of it. I eat 5 ounces of it. No sense eating a 160-ounce potato when I'm not that hungry. So I've eaten 5 ounces, so I could eat this multiple times, and then once it's run out of its ounces, it would go away. It also has decay. Like this bread here is decayed just a little bit, and it's pretty slow, depending on the material. Grain decays really slow, so when that decay gets up to 100%, even if I haven't finished eating it, it will also just disappear. So you want to not store huge amounts of food, especially at the beginning, before you have any way to preserve it. Otherwise, it'll decay and it'll be gone. Yeah. On some versions, there was like if you logged off a server and logged back in, it would update the decay and all your food would be rotten. I don't think that's in this server, but we'll just, not make too much food, more than we can eat. Okay. So the next thing to do is to start chopping down trees, getting some straw, and getting some clay. We want to do all of that. And he left the game. All right, let's sleep real quick. And you're going to notice when I slept, I lost a ton of hunger. Or I basically gained hunger. It calculates how long you slept for and makes you hungry and thirsty. So, at the beginning of the game, you're not going to have this water jug. But, if I recall this, you can just go to a fresh water source. And with an empty hand, drink. It's going to take a while to drink enough to get you full. And you do not want to do this with a saltwater source. Don't do this in the ocean. You can see it's winter. There are seasons. If we hit tab, you can go to the timeline here. And it says it's early winter on a Thursday, 2nd December on 6th hour. So we started the server at year 1000 in January. It's been almost 1 year on the server. You can see your health. I need to look like I need to start eating some dairy. I've been getting skills by cooking and butchering animals, and then my normal Minecraft interface. Alright, so where are we getting all this stuff that we need? The first thing let's talk about is straw. Take your knife and punch grass. That's all you have to do. Tons of straw. And you're going to go through this straw a lot, so you probably want to get about a stack of it just to have on hand at all times. Okay, that's easy. The next thing was wood. we're going to see that when my axe is very low durability, like 1, I can cut a tree and it's going to take a very long time. But this is actually kind of like a vein miner or one of those other mods where it's trying to chop down the whole tree. And once it does that, it's going to calculate how much durability I had and said, oh, you only had 1 durability, so we only give you 1 log. But if I use a axe that's full, it should cut down the whole tree for us. And go. Come on. Come on. There we go. So we cut down the whole tree. And there are tons of different tree types in TerraFirmaCraft. We just cut down a Hevea log. But you can see my forest is quite populated. Awesome. Might as well cut down this guy too. But yeah, if you need sticks or saplings, you should punch the leaves first. Otherwise, you probably won't get any. So yep. So that covers logs. You didn't even realize that I wanted him to log out. Lol. When you logged, I could sleep. There we go. Alright, so that was those 2 things, and then the last one was clay. Now, clay, you're not just going to find it in the riverbeds like in Minecraft. It's hidden, but it's also well marked. You're going to look for these little yellow flowers. They're all over the place, but look for them. They're called goldenrods. They're spiky. I don't know how else to describe them, but they're yellow flowers that are spiky. And if you notice, over here we have grass. Under the goldenrods, it's clay. Even though it looks the same, it's really clay. So we can just go ahead and start harvesting it here. And you can see it looks a little bit different than dirt. It has these kind of streaks through it, and that means it's clay. So let's craft another shovel. You can see it's just 1 stick. A lot easier than normal Minecraft. I need clay. You're also going to need about a stack of this. It's, you know, all these basic materials you're going to need lots of. You're going to go through them quick. Alright, so that is our clay. Let's go ahead and head back inside and turn those quests in. So we did the clay, get some extra clay, yay. Straw gives us some thatch, which is a bunch of straw put together. You can build out of it. And then we're going to allow us to choose 1 type of ore, which is kind of worthless, but I guess I'll go with a malachite. I don't know. Don't really need that right now. We finished the logs. Do we want a Douglas fir, a chestnut, or a willow? I like the willow. They're beautiful. And then, yeah, cool. All this stuff. Let's go plant these so that next time, well, so they grow. Is it already? Oh, it's midday. It just seems dark for some reason. So let's plant the oak right here. And the willow needs a lot of room, so let's plant it over the water maybe. That would look cool. Right there. Oh, is that it? Oh, it's not going to grow in clay. There we go. Right there. All right. So next up on our list in the Stone Age is to get fire, clay pottery. Let's do fire first because it's the easiest. You need a fire starter. To get a fire starter, you craft sticks like this, and that gives you a fire starter. I think I already have one, so I'm not going to craft another one. But you will craft a lot of them because, again, you go through them really fast. So I've got 2. Now to craft a campfire, which is one thing it wants, you take sticks and you throw 3 of them on the ground. Don't step too close or you'll just pick them back up. Then you take your fire starter, aim at the block they're in, hold down right click, and you'll see it start a fire. There you go. So now it's burning. Now what can we do with this? Well, if we put a log on the fire, maybe. Come on. For some reason, it doesn't want to let me put a log on the fire. Oh, there we go. Maybe that log just doesn't burn? Interesting. But yeah, you can put a log on the fire. That will make it burn longer. So it consumes these as it burns. You can also put a just shift click a stick in there, and after a few seconds, it's going to become a torch, or 2 torches, that is. So let's go ahead and get a bunch of torches while this thing is lit. And also, if you've killed any animals, which I kill a pig. Where it's I killed a deer, so I might as well get that. Where's the pig meat? There it is. Let's go cook these up. Now these are meat, so they're gonna go decay a lot faster, so we have to be careful. Oops, I didn't. Okay, I meant to click it. Sorry. I think you used to throw it on there. So that's cooking up. Oh, you can see it takes a long time to cook. Well, it's temperature. Right now it's warm. I guess wait for it to cook for a while. I want to watch it because we don't want it to burn, right? Man, this is not easy. Okay, it's now hot, so we can probably take it out. It looks like a cooked pork chop now. Do the same thing with our venison. And we should be able to eat it now without getting sick. No, we cannot. Maybe we need to let it cook further. There it is. Now it's cooked pork. Okay, I was like, come on. It's really weird to eat it. It's it's rare. We cooked it to rare temperature. So I think it has to get hot, and then it'll turn to cooked venison, rare, cooked medium rare, medium, well done, that kind of thing. I like mine medium rare. Sounds good. This is getting cold already. That's cool. So that's how you cook your meats. That's how you get torches. And you can also use that as a light source. Okay. Eat bread for now. So that's handles this. So it wants you to make a fire starter and then make 6 torches. We'll get 6 more for free. The next thing is your clay stuff. It wants you to make 1 large vessel, 2 clay vessels, and 2 clay jugs. You're going to need your clay, and it's just like knapping with the rocks. So if we look at clay vessel, here's the big one. It just needs the 4 corners taken out. And you're going to watch now my clay is at 64. It's actually going to drop by 5 when I do this. So down to 59. And it wanted 2 clay vessels, so might as well make 2. There we go. These are not going to stack. They're individual items. It wanted a heavy vessel. No, I don't know. A large vessel, this one. Yep. And that you just carve out like a U shape. So that's really easy to do. There's our large vessel. And then, oh, it wanted some jugs. Jugs are used to store water. But sometimes when you're drinking them, they break. So it's good to have a few on hand. But this one is like a 3x4 with a knob on the top and then a handle. That's how I remember. So it's like that. There we go. It wanted 2 of those as well. Alright, now these, if you know, are just, they look like clay. They don't look like this cooked version, and that's what it actually wants us to do next, is to take these clay ones and turn them into the cooked ones. Now, how you do that is you dig a hole. We're going to dig 2 holes in this case because we have enough to fill 2 holes. Would be nice. Oh, if your fire ever goes out, you can take your fire starter again and light it again. So we might as well. So we have some light here. Actually, I guess we can just put a log on there, maybe. There we go. All right, lit it again. Okay. So we want to dig 2 holes. Let's get our whole shovel. And they can't be together. They need to be separate for this to work. All right, and then we're going to take our material that we did, and we're going to just shift-click in there. The 2 jugs and the 2 vessels. Because they're all medium-sized. You can do it 4 in a block. The large one is a big one, so it needs its own block. Okay, let's make sure there's no mobs around. Now you're going to take your straw and you're going to click 8 times in each hole. You can see any Airwayla helps us know how many times. And then after that, you're going to take logs and put 8 logs in there. And now what you can do a few things. You can start a fire on top of it. You can just use your fire starter. Or if you just have a torch, you can just throw a torch on there. I like that method. It seems like it's easiest. And if you put them right next to each other, it should burn both. Now these are going to say 8 hours remaining. That's Minecraft hours. So we need to wait overnight for those to finish. Now if we sleep, that 8 hours will fast forward. So it should finish right away if we sleep, which is good. And everything is peachy. So I doubt Land Strider's going to log off again for us. So we'll just head on inside to be safe. Now let's talk about storage, because your inventory is going to get pretty full pretty quickly. If you have the large vessel, which is right here, you can put it down in the world. Whenever you pick it up, sometimes you go overburdened. That just means... Pick that up. See how dark it gets? Oh my goodness, crazy. If you're overburdened, that just means you've got too much stuff you can carry. So just place this guy down. But you can see inside it'll start like this. It has either water storage or item storage, solid storage. So you can switch between the tabs and you can put things in here. So you're like, I have too much rock, so I can store everything in there. Once you have everything in there, you hit seal, and now you can pick this up, and all the items will stay in it. It'll also reside on your backpack, which is, I don't know, there's not really a slot for it there. I think we need like the baubles inventory or something. So if I hit B, maybe, there we go. Oh, it doesn't even show. Oh well. But it's there. It's in our back, and we can hold it. Now we also have other methods of storage. You can get your other vessels. Where did I put them? Oh, they're right here on the ground. So you can right-click on your vessel, and it can hold 4 things. So you can put those in there. Pretty cool. And that can just be placed down in the world with a shift right click, and it'll just sit in the world. In the world, and you can pick it back up the same way. Shift right click. Let me get some wood so no zombies come in while we're talking. Let's put another torch up too, just so it seems brighter. And now that's pretty much all the storage you're going to get at the beginning of the game, because you're not going to get chests for a little while, even though I have them. So you kind of just put them in pots, put them in vessels, and put them on the ground. Oh, he's sleeping. Oh, there we go. All right. Whenever you get up, you gotta eat. You're always gonna be hungry and thirsty. But when you live on the edge of a... Oh my goodness, it's really winter now. Look how much it's freezing. It's crazy. There's an Enderman here. Be nice to kill him. But my lake, wow, it's gonna be hard to drink if it freezes too much more. Alright, so you can see, because we slept 8 hours, these finished. And we need an empty hand, I believe, to pick them up. Shift right click, you'll grab them out of there. Yeah, you need an empty hand. Okay, and there. There we go, we finished that quest. Go ahead and see what your reward is. It's going to give us 16 acacia and 10 clay, and allow us to claim either another large vessel, a ceramic vessel, or a ceramic jug. I'll take the vessel, because vessels can go inside, or yeah, these vessels can go inside this guy, so you can kind of chain them together. But let's go ahead and put one down there. Do we have another one? Going on our back. We'll put our vessels here. It's all the inventory swapping that you gotta do in this pack that kind of gets annoying. Okay, and then we can put some jugs over here. I don't know. Maybe we'll put them in the window. Yeah, that looks nice. This is all a temporary house. It takes a while before you're able to actually build anything good looking. Okay, cool. Other methods of storage you have is you can actually, if you take logs and shift right click on a block, it'll put this log pile down, and you can then just add to it. You can see I'm adding logs to there, or I can click and just shift click them in. You can take it out, shift click to take it out. There we go. So that's a full pile of 16 acacia logs in a log pile. Looks pretty cool. I like the look of it. All right, so we've done everything. We haven't done this one, but this is just informational. So it tells you what they all do. That's good. Nothing to turn in, no. And then the last one is better meals. So we need to make 4 ceramic bowls. And we're gonna get the unfired first. And you can see you can make 2 from this recipe. You're gonna take out everything except for the bowl shape. So I might as well make some. So take out the 2 corners, 3 right there, and then all the top. There we go. And if you mess up, you lose the clay. You just have to start over again. So, gotta be careful. And we're actually gonna do the exact same thing we just did with the other one. Put our 4 bowls in here. Put straw on it. And put some logs on it. And light it. And burn. Okay, so that's gonna burn. That's gonna fire up the the bowls, and then I'll get your 4 ceramic bowls, and it tells you you can use it to make salads. We get clay and some bowls back. Oh, clay or bowls. I don't really care, so I'll get clay. And we're done with Stone Age. That was easy. There is a story quest we can read really quick. You spent your life in a stronghold, as your father's father, all your people. In this thing, there was a door left on your footlocker. Do you think you're going out on the plan? I don't know. Journey's about to begin. Grab whatever supplies you can keep and prepare to head out. The letter said his wife will join you. Venture out. So apparently somebody says, come follow me out into the wilderness. Don't live in this stronghold anymore. That's the story. Okay. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Next time we will get into some blacksmithing and woodworking. We need to stick with TerraFirmaCraft for a while. Once we get into the Iron Age, then we can start branching into other mods. And that's something I've never combined with TerraFirma before. But we've got a bunch of other mods as part of Grimoire's pack that he's changed the recipes and that kind of stuff to work with TFC. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of cool times. We're going to do some community builds and fun events in here. And let me know if you guys are enjoying TFC. I'll catch you guys later. It's fun. Next. Bye.